What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome. What's up, Lizzie? Freddy's in the house. Wee's here. Cyrus is here. Grug is here. Very nice. Good afternoon. Humalu's here. Hello, hello, hello. It has been on vacation since Friday. Nice. That feels good. So we need some help in this guy in G-Face Spires. Q needs deity. We have a few zones we can do. Sounds like a plan. 20 consecutive streams, Grog. Nice. Very nice. I'd say don't go for too much risk, as the objective for you two is XP for ROK. Yeah. I mean, we're not getting 68 before ROK. Have to put in some grind time, like a lot of time. So it's all good. Guess we can meet over in Greater Fay and help whoever needs kills for whatever, and then decide where we're going. Also going to Castle Mistmore and raising Previous's XP debt isn't the plan. No. Logged off yesterday with XP debt. Luckily it's all gone now, but yeah. Overall finished good yesterday. We had a good time running OOB. I just feel like for a lot of the 70 zones, I need to be at least 65 for spells to get above 60% resist. Because I was landing maybe 55, maybe 60%, at least until that last room, but a lot of I was getting a ton of. Yeah, but that's just because my big spells were landing good, but all my other like random things were not. Meet over in Loping. Okay. Well, it doesn't I mean, if I need something there at the G-Face Spires, I mean, I can pour it in there. And we'll be right there to help Ty with whatever he needed to kill something there. I need help with this guy by G-Face Spires. I'm not throwing shade, but the Illy should not be topping parses. No. Well, I don't know. Illys are pretty good, but when you have a warlock and a ranger in the group, I don't know if Illy should be on top. Need a port queue? I'll follow you. Okay. Freddy, we'll pick you up in Antonica. Do 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 do. Q needs to harvest a ghost and then get that object in the middle of those mobs. Q loves being in the middle of mobs. What am I doing? There's Freddy. Black scale specular. Specular. We haven't done that one. This is a short dungeon with no special mechanics aside from the final boss. Final boss of this dungeon is Rash and two other drogues, Civil and Timon. Given the spawn, you must enter the cavern. There will be 4 random black scale drogues positioned around the center pillar. These can either be plague braid, blah blah blah, typical strat, blah blah blah. Notes. You are soloing this dungeon. You have an enchanter. No. Well, we do, but crowd control is not our thing. I don't know. That one seems a little weird. Spotted Freddy. Incoming port to Faye. right, now we gotta find Cyrus. Where's Cyrus? There's we. There's Cyrus. He's south. Give we some buffs. Berlin will aggro when I speak to him. Level 71. Congrats on that update. My piercing is now at 36. All right, now where are we going? Following Q. The black scale sceppular. If I'm pronouncing it right. It's over in Bonemire. On my dungeon timeline list for high 60s. Says it's short, 67 to 69. I don't know if it's in Origins though. This could, because this list is also from the wiki, so it might not be available. I don't know. I mean, it is Kingdom of Sky. It should be. Says it's short. We can maybe take a look at it. Says the last boss can be tricky. What's up, Dazed? Sorry I missed you yesterday, man. You came in right at the end. What's on the agenda today? Right now we're doing, looks like, hoping with a few deity quest updates. And then we were talking about maybe doing, PBS or Black Scale Specular. We ran OOB yesterday, which was good. It was good XP. Sunday fun day. Yeah, man. Didn't you guys need the fire giant guy and soul at some point, or are you past that? I don't know. Or Thorn of Old. I don't have that one anymore. Did we already do it? Is Thorn of Old a heritage quest? It is. Level 6 Worm Slayer. Why it sounds familiar. What's up, Bob? Isn't there a new TLE server coming out soon? Yep, June 9th. Wuxi will be launching on June 9th. I'll be playing over there on Tuesday nights. It's going to be a free trade server. On weekends, there'll be double boss loot for raids and instant bosses. So Saturdays and Sundays will be double loot. It starts with Echoes of Fadeware expansion and will end with Chaos Descending. Unlocks will happen every 12 weeks. The Tree of Woe. I got aggro back here from some jack-o'-lantern guy. Now I'm feared. Everything's fine. I'm rooted. Still feared. Bob says, though I've never been 100% sure what the free trade servers are. And Dave says I'm hyped for RK on Origins. Yeah. Free trade is basically just where a lot of the stuff isn't no trade and can be, or heirloom, and can be sold on, broker. Quest items and stuff like that will still be no trade as far as I know, but like the majority of loot and stuff like that will be able to be sold on the broker. Which I think it'll be the first time that I've participated in a TLE where it started with the first 3 expansions. No, Hail Jackal did started with a bunch of content already enabled. Because technically, like, Shattered Lands, yeah, we'll have 3 expansions. So Desert of Flame, Kingdom of Sky, and Echoes of Fade will be unlocked at launch with a max level of 70. So it'll be good times. I'm not 100% sold on how popular the server itself will be, but I think a lot of people will be playing. A lot of the people that like the quality of life from retail, but in a condensed format, I guess. I agree. Well, yeah, I think it would have been nice to have a lot of people love those 2 classes, and a lot more people would have been hyped about it. More hyped, I should say. But if you think about it, this gives you time to build the characters up and to be ready for their unlocking, you know? So you can twink them out, make them super OP when they do launch. Freddy says, I'm going to box 4 necromancers. Not going to add a kanji to that, just for Call of the Hero. Why me? What's up, Cat Dad? You winning so far? Yeah. We got the high score. You guys don't want to fight, huh? Oh, they're fighting the ghost dwarfs. Dwarves. Yeah, he's getting killed by ghost dwarves. What's up, Sober? On TLE, like Wuxi, is the Brigand a decent class to start with, or would Swashi be better? We had this conversation yesterday, I think, with another community member, and I want to say Swash. I mean, Brigand's a great class. I enjoy Brigand. It was one of my mains back in the day. But I think if you're new to that type of scout, Swash is better to learn and more forgiving. If you've played a Brigand before or you've played a Swash before, Brigand might be fun. But if you haven't played that type of scout before, I would probably recommend Swash just from my personal play style. So I've played both Swash and Brigand. And I will say Swash is a little bit more forgiving. Brigand is a little bit more hardcore, if you will. Survivability is a little bit better on the Swash. Especially if you plan on soloing. The Brigands are great. They're good debuffers, decent DPS. I feel like Swashbucklers can almost off-tank from time to time as well, in like oh shit moments. Played a Swash before, but it's been a long time. Played Pally mostly back in the day. So it seems everyone tanked up for this server. Swash, my second main back in the day. Trying to test them out on live. See which one I know. Wushu would be a little bit... Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. If you've already done Swash before, then I'd say Brigand. Go for it. Let her rip. Worst case, Sober, if you don't like Brigand, Betray. And then go Swash. What would be the aspect that maybe not be likable? I feel like Brigands aren't as high in the DPS chain as Swashbucklers in a group format. And some people can notice that in groups when if they're, if you watch DPS or something like that, like if you have ACT up in the background and you're paying attention to your numbers and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of people get kind of discouraged with Brigand in that aspect. But they're mainly, I feel like Brigands are more of a single target DD than a encounter DD. I also am soloing. I feel like Swashbucklers are just better to hold their own in soloing aspects of the game. EQ2 is not an encounter fighting than single target, right? No, EQ2 is probably more encounter fighting than single target. I would say it's more multiple target fighting than single. Because even when you're soloing, you're going to run into solo mobs that have 2 to 3 ads in the encounter. Yeah. That's why I say if you've already done Swash before and you enjoyed Swash, I'd roll Brigand just to do your comparison. And if you get to a certain level and you're like, yeah, this isn't for me, right back to Swash and you're back in your wheelhouse. You don't have to, the only thing you lose is your spell upgrades or skill upgrades, but level wise, money wise, you don't lose anything betraying, so. I got you, yeah. There's probably gonna be a decent amount of raid guilds, if I had to guess. I feel like brigands are pretty important in raids too, from what I remember. I don't know if nowadays if that's the same, but just because of their debuff ability, I feel like brigands could be really beneficial in raids. I'm gonna hit an AoE. Right in here. I need to release the Sereth Tall and retrieve the Dark Beacon. I can capture more spirits if necessary. Let's kill all these. Got some more compost. Might be on my end, but the stream halted. No, everything's good here on my end. We're all in the green. I need to refresh. He is shiny over there. Going for it. It'll be fun. Last TLE I tried was Varsoon when launched, but then I didn't stay long. Maybe a month or two. Yeah. TLEs are always a lot of fun. Got our night ability. Gonna try and stick to this next one and not miss the wave of people so I can learn more. Nice. Be a good time. I'm debating deleting. I can click on this thing. What's this? Take? Okay. Apparently I had a quest. Grab that crate right there. Looking for that round sin. Does EQ2 have a huge box community like EQ1, or does it strictly an EQ1 thing? No, there's a pretty big box community. I feel like EQ2 has more haters of boxing for no reason. A lot of people in EQ2 consider boxing modding, which they're two completely different things. But some people go out of their way to just hate on something. I reckon Varsoon's is not going away. They're adding more expansions to it, says QPack. Yeah, it's been farther than any other TLE in the history of time-locked expansion servers. It's more prevalent, Cat Dad, on the TLEs and the event servers than it is on live. Since the issue with boxing is a lot of them use botting programs to run it. That gives a lot of people a sour feel about it. Yeah, I've heard that. I get, isn't there a term for, is that because true boxing is where you have one PC per character, right? Is that what they consider true boxing, or am I do I have it backwards? Not full on botting, as a lot of them do control at least one character, but still, yeah. I think it, and that's how I think Daybreak manages that too, Sin. Where that's why you'll see some boxers pick up bans if they're reported, because supposedly I don't know how they do it, but sometimes Daybreak says that they can see that software was used against terms of service or whatever. I still don't agree with it. I mean, it's whatever, but
Well met.
what's this look like? Interesting. Not sure. To me, it's you do all the input and all the characters instead of automation software to copy input or output control, the alts based on conditional macros. Yeah. I think it's when people are using, like you're saying, automation software where Daybreak's like, yeah, we don't like, which has always been an issue with MMOs, people using screen recording software to perform actions. I mean, I'm guilty of that back in my Ultima Online days. He was like, okay, wait till after the next server 8 or uninstall EQ2.
Pack 71 just redeemed posture check.
Thank you for the posture check. I'll have to do that. Even though I'm pretty good right now. Oh, I was comfy.
0C0 just redeemed boss of the tavern.
Welcome. New boss. He wants to go to Bonemeyer. All right. Quickest route to Bonemeyer. Port up from where? Yale. I got you, Freddy. I'll get the location for it in a minute. Cyrus. Says the entrance is on Catotoxic Stain. Well, that's why I said I'll get the location and I'll lead everybody there. If it's available. Everybody can just meet in Bonemire. You. You're all good, Q.
Hello.
What are y'all talking about then, Freddy? Freddy says Windows 11 can split your monitor into 4 different screens, and whichever tile your mouse is in is the active one. So put a macros in game and then move your cursor in the circle to the middle. Your monitor, spam macros, box and complete. And Sen says, yeah, he was replying to Freddy and says, yeah, that's something I would say most would not have any issues with if you are still doing all the actual work. You set up the macros and click them. Agreed. That's what I do, says Freddy. Granted, you still have to people out who won't understand since it looks like no different from someone doing it through a bot program. To those are all good enough at any case. Timed out for 10 days for doing it also, says Freddy. I've been lucky or cursed enough to only ever be in run 2 accounts at the same time with any proficiency. Likely why I wasn't a reporter for botting. Who bots 1 extra character? Granted, it was tank healer combo, so made lots of content. What's up, Cleverin? How you doing, sir? How many people are playing on that server? On what server? Origins? I don't know. 5,000. Online right now on EQ2? 10,000. According to MMO populations, there have been 1,415 people that have logged in today. It says my ping to EQ2 just shot up to 56 seconds. Oh boy.
Salutations.
You says got a wisp. The den entrance. This zone isn't called den though. It's called the black specular. Black scale, actually the black scale specular. Blame snooking. McDonald's, gotta get some McDonald's to get back. See not arrows on map. Yeah. I just want to see if it's available. I don't remember anybody even advertising for it, so I just want to see if it's available. I don't know how many, I mean, might as well just go to den at this point with how many times everybody in the group's asked about it. The feels when even your merc does more DPS than you, says Sin. You got all your buffs on, right? Got your familiar up. Got your familiar buff. Got your merc buff. You're a warlock? Getting close to Rift? Yeah, man. I hope so. Alright. 3.106 211 negative 648. which we gotta fly to.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Whatever landing pad that is. What's up, Dark Inside? We went to check. Okay. It says it's there. It's not like it's regular zone entrance. It's just a dot. Flying the Catacaustic Stain. But it looks like we might need help. You don't have to say sorry for being late, man. You're all good. I'm in the cottage this weekend with my nieces. Oh my god, they're a handful. They were up at 5 a.m. running around yelling and screaming. Yep. Alright, we'll have to run there as a group. These all look like nasty mobs. We'll wait for we. And we'll kill along the way. There's a shiny out there, though. Went kayaking with my father down the river. It was super nice. Sunburn on my arms. Got a little bit of a sprinkle. Rebuffing we. Marking him as tank. Picked up a PoE 2 for PlayStation. It's 50% off till the 6th. I think I bought it on PoE. Yeah. I was watching some videos on PoE 2 this morning about the 0.5 patch. Seems like it added a bunch of stuff. The game is gorgeous looking, I will say that. For an ARPG, it looks gorgeous. There was another thing they added with this patch too, where people can make, I guess there's files that they can make that you imported into the game, and it shows you like the path, like it highlights the guild tree path for people that don't want to do like the, what's it called? Character building or whatever. Did I play PoE 1? I've done it from time to time, not all the way through. I've never beat PoE 1. I've never done a complete season, guys. Like a comfort food for me. I just get in, scratch my itch, and get out. Still waiting for PoE to add in another melee weapon. What makes PoE a multiplayer, by the way? I also spent $50 on a cosmetic necro armor, and the price was half off. The ability to team up. I don't think I've ever grouped inside of PoE. PoE runs like Guild Wars, and that is a multiplayer game. Oh, okay. So it's like a shared environment, I guess. Got several thousand people playing at once, but only 20 or so people in the zone able to team up. Just really easy, no fuss muss. Just click a group to join, play with. Nice. Shared social hub is what Worker's saying, and Sin.
I must consider every option.
So this zone, background, undead and rotting black scale drogues are guarding these halls, performing dark rituals, unnatural and perverse. This is a short dungeon with no special mechanics aside from the final boss. The final boss of this dungeon is Grash and two other drogues, Pivol and Timid. To get him to spawn, you must enter the cavern at this location, where there will be 4 random black scale drogues positioned around a central pillar. These can either be Plaguebearer, Firebrand, Razorwing, or Steward. You must repeatedly kill all 4 drogues except for any stewards. Those must be kept alive, so that you end up with the black scale stewards in each of the 4 positions. The typical strategy in a group is to use crowd control, root, and mesmerize to engage any stewards which have spawned while killing the others. It is important to note that you cannot simply leave the stewards alone because they will despawn and be replaced with another type of drogue. You must engage them so they will not despawn. After you have all 4 stewards engaged, kill them simultaneously and Grash will spawn. Yeah, that sounds awful. Here, I'm putting the link to this, to the wiki, in the chats if we will die. Just so you can see what we're looking at here. That's the final boss anyway. Here's the map. Those that want to see it. Doesn't look too bad. Really, it's just that last name mechanic, which is going to be interesting. Paired Social Hub is nice. I get to see a lot of cool people's costumes. Not gonna lie, some of the names in PU are crazy. I saw a guy yesterday with PC named Epstein Alive. I've also saw a guy's PoE name called, oh geez. I did back at launch in PoE, played with my dad. Nice. Yeah, Dad said, yeah. But yeah, I've never seen anyone play a map together in PoE 1 or 2. Final boss is Asmongold. So you need the last boss? I don't need anything. I've never done this zone before. Or I don't remember doing this zone anyways. I'm sure I have done it in the past. I just don't remember it. It'll be fun. We'll have fun with it. We'll go over the last boss mechanic again when we get to that room. What's up, Conscript? Said, heard EQ2 is getting a new TLP. Gonna be moving to it. I'll be playing on Wuxi is the name of the new TLE. It's gonna be launching on the 9th. I'll be playing on Tuesday nights there for right now. Wuxi sounds like a Disney character. No, it's actually a dragon name. But yeah. Here's a link for the notes. Treasure box. Paladin ability, level 68. Got an ad. Freddie says I'll be playing on Wuxi on the weekends when I use channel points to switch. Oh yeah. And we'll be playing on Wuxi. I said Owl, but yeah. The Great Hall. Go. Got an ad. I'm bringing it to you. That was a fun pull. Mobs everywhere. It's a pretty cool looking dungeon though. Looks like a mini version of Halls of Fate. Decent amount of mobs too. I mean, we're still in the first hall, first room. How's it going to be compared to this? Faster leveling, but same difficulty? It's going to be more retail light. TLE has a lot of quality of life things from retail, just at a slower pace in content. It won't be like Origins at all. Conscript. I watched the first couple episodes of Spider Noir. Not gonna lie, it's really good. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Looks like a fun watch. Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man, or his version of Spider-Man. Technically, is from Spider-Verse version, because he did the voice for for that character. It's basically the live action version of that character from Into the Spider-Verse. So it's going to be slower, but more like live. It's going to be faster than Origins, but slower than live. Is EQ2 solo friendly, or rather this TLE? This TLE will be more solo friendly, Conscript. Not as solo friendly as retail, but it'll be, if you're a soloer, it's more of an enjoyable experience. You're not going to be like soloing dungeons out of the gate scenario, but I mean, eventually you could probably duo dungeons. I really feel like a lot of EQ1 players missed out with Origins, because I feel like this server type for EQ2 would be a good gateway for EQ1 players to hop from that. Like, it's a good segue from EQ1 into EQ2 with this type of playstyle. Origins is what I'm talking about. Stage volume 68. We don't need to go back in that hall, or anything? I don't know if there's anything back there. You're pulling from up top. Isn't Origins going to become live at some point? No. Origins will probably, I mean, I would assume, I don't know if they're going to do any other expansions with Origins after ROK. We weren't even supposed to get Echoes of Fadeware. Like, Origins was supposed to stop at Kingdom of Sky. The reason we're not going to get the reason Origins isn't going to move into retail or live is because it's completely different code from any PLE or live. Well, completely different is hard to say. It is a different version of the game. What's up, Dark? The Reach. PLE servers just kick characters to live servers when it closes. Yeah, usually, I mean, in the past they give them options, like they get a coin to transfer characters, but with Zeracon, they didn't give people that option. They just booted everybody over to Antonio Bale. Was there disco up top? That was Freddy. I don't think so. Just a bunch of walls. Large meaty bones. They're back. Treasure box. Symbol of black scale. 66 secondary ranged. 20 intelligence, 20 wisdom. A weird item. No idea. Loot and loot. Entrance is safe. Going to my corner. Guessing Cabby wanted the other mobs as well. everybody's having a good weekend. Thank you guys for hanging out in the stream. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget you can enter up on the channel currency giveaway at the end of every stream. Give away 5,000 copper to one lucky winner. Just bought currency to play the sound effects and the mini games and chat. You can do that over on Twitch chat and over on YouTube chat. I don't know about y'all, but my experience is going up pretty good. So moving. Doing a good job on the tanking, sir. This instance needs more named, though. There's only 2 named on the map, and the last named is a, like, you have to spawn them. So, like, it's, I feel like there should be a named in each of the squares. So named here, named there, named there. Maybe not a named in this one, but here, named there. Piercing is at 38. This is the slowest skill I've ever seen in EQ2. It doesn't help that I'm a caster, but what does that look like? Oh, we changed out his shoulders. I just noticed. They're all one color now.
I'm smitten with you.
Yeah, it does look good. You're just missing the paladin helmet, the one with the wings on the ears. Is that the class hat for Kingdom of Sky? You know which one I'm talking about, right? Yeah, it is. That's Freddy. What's up, 8-Bit? He says, you paladins. Is it yellow? I thought it was white. I thought it was like a white helmet with... I might be thinking of the appearance set, though. Oh, it's silver, says Freddy. Oh, that's a pull. Make a rowdy warrior or a paladin any day, says 8-bit. I enjoy paladins. I liked leveling mine. It was fun. I feel like they're up there with guardians though, because they're more of a control tank versus just pure DPS chaos. They're more organized tank. We should probably go left first. Just to clear that side and then go right. Voice of the Tyrant wizard ability. What's up, Nathaniel? How you doing, sir? Happy Sunday. Everything's good for now. We're chilling. I'm doing a little black scales specular, if I'm pronouncing it right.
The Black Scale Sepulchre.
What?
The Black Scale Sepulchre.
Sepulchre. Sure. Maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. Everything's green on my end. Cyrus was having an issue earlier, though. Oh, I got you, Daniel. How's the population? Good. We were looking at MMO population EQ2 earlier, and there's about 1,400 people that logged in today, according to their statistics. On Anashti? Oh, I have no idea. It doesn't break down like that. Decent amount of looking for group, though. Those car had about 10 players on. Sounds about right for PvP servers. About 6 on Anashti. Yeah. What's up, Putrid? So far, good. I made a Fury to get back into the vibe, but I might just go back to my Brigand, though. Neriak looks dope. Yeah, Neriak's a fun zone. One of my favorite cities. Once you know the area in Neriak, learning Neriak can be a little bit of a curveball, but once you get it, I enjoy Neriak. I still think it is, Daniel. 8-bit was just trolling you a little bit. I just did a who all fighter, who all priest, who all mage, and who all scout. And for people that are not anonymous or in role playing, there's about 200 right now. But that's just counting the people that are not role playing or have anonymous tagged. Which I feel like a majority of people have anonymous on for whatever reasons. The Sarnak Fury quickly realized the expansion isn't out. Yeah. My old Golden Dozcar said the server pot was very low. Who all was 10 people. One side. Jeez. Shame. Brought out a new TLE. Hopefully confused about it. They brought out a new TLE as well. People are confused about it? What do you mean people are confused about it? Wooshi? We're not sure why they done it. It was similar to other TLE. Well, yeah, they recycle TLEs all the time. Barsoon has run its course more than so. I would say they recycle TLEs every 3 years for the most part. And each TLE is a different, not full-on rule set, but they all have different things. Discovery right here. Ooh, she killed so many druids back in the day. Yeah, she really did. They, whatever. I was telling when they announced the name of Wuxi was one of the first dragons that I remember seeing and killing in EQ1. I don't remember if it was the exact first dragon that I've ever killed in EverQuest, but it was up there. Yeah, the one over in Dreadlands. Go in there. Yeah, it was like a stepping stone dragon, but I mean, it was one of the first ones. I would probably say Gornair killed me more than Wuxi. As I run to Karnor's castle, I always had that chance of Gornair being up outside the tunnel. And if you got too close when you were trying to cut a corner or just run straight to KC, she'd get you. Yeah, Dreadlands, right outside the ice tunnel. So when you poured in, you would pour it in at either Druid or Fires. You would have to run through that little ice tunnel there in Dreadlands, and Gornair was like right outside that, like by there's like a mountain outside of the cave exit. Yeah, really big aggro range. So like even if you were going over to what was the zone to the left? Burning Woods? So like even if you were going over there, sometimes you would have to like run Burning Wood. Yeah, you would have to like face the wall and run at the wall to move sideways because otherwise you would get aggro pretty quickly. Then you had to get like Dead Man Walking or some kind of levitation to just follow the wall around. Good times. Yeah, her AoE was fear. Yeah, so it's like she didn't kill you with the AoE. It was just torture. She was just playing with her food at that point. Then you'd have people try to train her, the KC. Oh. All the people that were XPing on the side of the castle. If you were that group there on the corner, man. Always had to XP with your head on a swivel. Oh boy. Congrats, Freddy, on the advancement point. We lived. Black Scale Short Sword. 20 stamina, 15 agility, 10 strength, 45 health. What was that effect? On combat hit, has a spell of 2.5% chance to cast Scale Skin on caster. Looks like a big, what are those called? Bowie knives? Got some like detail to the blade there. Kind of cool. What's up, Lizzie? I don't know if this was said or not, but what's going to happen with Varsoon? They're going to keep it? They haven't said yet, I don't think. I would imagine that it would close a few months after Wuxi launch. I'd probably say by the time ROK launched on Wuxi, I would probably say they would have a plan for Varsoon, what they're going to do with it. I'm not lying, the XP in this zone is actually really good. Like, it's moving for me. I don't know if it's just because I'm like on the last 2 bubbles of this level, but I feel like it's really good in here. Come in to the left. There was a wandering group that passed by right after you pulled those mobs in. Yeah, there you go. You got them. You already know. My bad. Shield of the Bound Soul. Ooh, it's got like a red wood with a, I guess it could be a monkey or a lion. Probably a lion. Not a bad looking kite shield. Seen worse. That is a lion, says Cat Dad. I'm just saying. It could be a monkey. Could just be like one of those hairy monkeys. I don't know. Cat Dad's like, that is a lion. Dark says, alright, I'm going to play some POT on PC while I wait for my PS5 to finish downloading. Gotcha, Dark. Have fun, sir. May the mobs die in your favor. As a lion myself, I know what a lion looks like. Let's get that. Yeah. PoE 2 is still in early access. They are. I think they launch in, was it October? Was somebody telling me October? Or by the end of the year, I guess. They're supposed to come out of EA. It's 50% off right now on Steam, though. Or on Steam, you can get PoE 2 for half off. If you want to support them, that is. Otherwise, just wait until they're free to play it. I think they have a free weekend coming up too. I thought I read something about PoE doing a free weekend here soon. PoE 2, I should say. Alright, so for this final boss, once we get down to the room, the typical strategy in a group is to use crowd control or root, mez, whatever, to engage the stewards which have spawned, while killing the others. We don't kill the stewards. It is important to note that you cannot simply leave the stewards alone because they will despawn and be replaced by another type of drogue. You must engage them so they will not despawn. So we'll have to root the stewards to aggro them, but then keep them rooted and focused on we. Once we have all 4 stewards, then we have to kill them all at the same time to get the final name to spawn. It's easy. An easy game, just like golf. Keep them rooted, mezzed, whatever. We just cannot kill the stewards. We have to have 4 of them up at the same time. It says pro tip, don't die. Yeah, so once we have 4 of them up in the room, in the final room here, they're stewards of the seal. Then we have to kill them all at the same time. Yeah. Mez, root, keep aggro. It'd probably be better if if Freddy could mez them and then just nobody touch them. So we don't have to worry about 4 different mobs hitting on we at the same time while we're trying to kill all the other stuff. Once we get down into the final circle, which we're not there yet, we're approaching it. I'll do my best not to AoE. Adds all his AoEs back to the macro. Yep. And I'll try to mark the stewards with numbers, so 1 through 4 or whatever. Everything else needs to die, though. Pets don't bring mez and EQ2. Can't remember. I don't think they will aggro onto something that is mezzed. I really don't remember though. Darreach says they do break mez. Okay. Crowd control in EQ2 has never been my forte. So like that one, we got to kill. That's a bear. We don't need that one. But that's where one of the stewards spawns. They spawn in the 4 different locations. The white X's, if you have your maps up to date, the white X's are the steward spawn locations. I don't see any of them right now. We got 2 razor wings and a, well, 3 razor wings. No, 2 razor wings and a plague bearer. Darreach says, just mez the stewards as they pop it simple. That's what I try to tell him, Darreach. It's simple. It's an easy game. Ugh. Inoxable, what's going on, sir? He says, what class and race would you recommend to experienced EverQuest player interested in testing some EQ2? Anything but Guardian, says 8-bit. What role do you normally play, Inox? Like, do you like tank, healer, support, mage, caster type? What's your normal go-to? Play druid, paladin at raid level. You might like Fury. Fury is like EQ2's version of a druid wizard. Got regen hills, does decent DPS, good buffs, great in groups. There's one wizard to the over there. We need to mez him. If you can, we mezzed. Okay, I marked him. Next one's gonna be behind. Could spawn right over here, I think. Nope, firebrand. Fury is more fun to play than a Warden, that's for sure. Yeah, a Warden is more just good group heals. I feel like Fury can be a good mix of the world. I'd recommend Fury then Inoxable. Housemate is beyond saving. This guy decided to microwave spaghetti noodles, and because he used sauce, he used mayo sauce instead. Apricot jam together with sauce. Ugh. Yeah. Sounds very interesting. Another steward. We got 2 up right now. Freddy's gonna be putting in some work. There's 3. There's a plague bearer. We don't need that one. I just don't want Cabby's pet to aggro one of the stewards before we're ready is all. We're just waiting for this last one to spawn. Razor wing. The fun of waiting for the right spawn is always the best part of this fight. It's an interesting mechanic for a name to spawn, to trigger a name spawn anyways. I'm not telling the group that, Reach. I don't want to tell the group that. Hopefully Freddy doesn't run out of mana. Reach says this is one of those zones you do one time and never again. Ah, Firebrand. That's right. That's kind of why we're here, is I don't remember running this zone a lot. If ever. So figured we'd run it today. Give it a whirl. I mean, the XP was decent in here for Origins. Oh shit. No one chose violence. They're getting closer. Oh shit. Keep Freddy alive. We get the fourth. There he is. We got the fourth up. All right, so now we got to kill them all. As, like, I think at the same time. So everybody target we and let we. You gotta kill them all at the same time. You gotta let that go, Abby. Oh no. Can you break the charm on it? There we go. Oh, we died. Shit. Fuck. Yeah, that's a hard one. Freddy's still up. He might be able, we might be, if we can get up before they respawn. Or before they despawn, I should say. Oh, firebrand. Where the fuck did that come from? Damn it. Reach says, just make sure you kill them at as close to the same time as you can. Or else you have to repeat it. Looks like they all respawned anyways, or reset. Hey, what's up, Snookin? Looking the Fury? I think it's a solid choice. Enoch.
Hello there.
What's up, Darko? Oh, Freddy. Yeah, no, Freddy did great. We just got to figure out how we're going to kill 4 of them somewhat close together. Because they don't have to die at the exact same time, but they do. You have to kill them pretty close to each other. And it's mainly keeping we alive long enough, because he's got 4 level 69 mobs hitting on him.
To me!
Do these mobs actually give XP? Because usually when these mechanics are in a zone, these infinite respawn mobs don't normally give XP. Am I correct in that? Because otherwise you could just farm this little room forever. Bear behind us. There's a steward. First one. Firebrand. Another steward, number 2. Razor wing. Another firebrand. I've been bestowing energy on Freddy, but it's not a lot. Plague bearer. Plague bearer. Firebrand. We keep saying charmed. Mezzed. I want to give Cabby any ideas. Firebrand and a Plague Bearer up. Might have used too much mana on that one. Oh, God. Vial of Wind. Yeah, I'm not sure this boss is worth it. Hey, third steward. Just need one more. Learning new stuff is worth it. Freddy's too busy mezzing. There's our fourth. All right. Initiate plan X. We killed 2 at a time, then mez 2 when they get low. Kill the other 2, mez 2 kind of scenario, right? Keep 1 and 2 busy. Low life switch. I'm targeting whatever we targets. I'm not using any AoEs, I'm just single target damage only on Wii. Alright, let that one sit. We need to switch target. Don't kill number 3 yet. Don't kill number 3. God bless it. Alright, go ham. Just kill them all as quickly as possible. Maybe we'll get lucky. We got him. Don't die. Rooting. Moving. Try to get Wii up. Yeah, buddy. We did it. All that for an ornate chest. Not even an exquisite. Success, though. That was fun. Ooh, a scythe. An ugly one. but a scythe nonetheless. 20 stamina, 15 agility, 15 intelligence, 20 strength, 15 wisdom, 85 health, 75 power, 3 defense, 4 slashing. Goes for Berserker, Defiler, Guardian, Mystic, Paladin, and Shadow Knight. Interesting. That is an interesting weapon. Yeah, I think it's considered an axe. Dark Scale Pauldrons. Chain Armor. 20 stamina, 10 agility, 20 strength, 80 health, 70 power, 173 versus Arcane, Elemental, and Noxious, and then 35 versus Physical. Assassin Brigand, Filer, Mystic, Ranger, Swashbuckler, Troubadour. What do they look like? Ooh, they got like some fancy like Batwing looking things on the shoulders with some bones. Those are interesting. Not bad loot. Good job, everybody. Favorite new zone for you? Could be like a solo weapon for you, when you're out soloing instead of shield and sword. Just use the two-hander or something. Never mind, Q won it. Q's like mine. Mine. That was fun. Only coming back for the death toll access, says Cyrus. Oh, I got you. Okay. Makes sense. Oh yeah, that's way better. Good job, everybody. Was the scythe a two-hand or one hand? Two-hand. So there's no exit. I guess you got to run all the way back up if you wanted to stay inside Bone Mire. Silly. We have more mobs? Do we? I don't think so. I think we killed everything. Unless stuff respawn, but I doubt it. This is an interesting little zone. That final name, though, that mechanic's a little weird. The XP in this zone is actually not bad for us, like lower 60s. Like I could see it moving. Yeah, Freddy had to do some mezzing. Actual CC in that zone. Yeah, I don't know how you do that without mez. Trying to find mez in my spell book. Any named up? Anything on? Oh, we don't have tracker. We don't have a tracker. Is there any named around here? There's a heroic named over in this pit. At least on the map. I don't know if it's currently up. We could check and see. Come this way, we. Go around to the right here. You can. We're on this side. Oh, go the other way, we.
Was ist euer Werk?
What's Reeves going for? There's I want to see if this Argath Aragorn the Deathless is up. Yeah. He's an X2? It doesn't say it on the map that he's X2. It says he's level 70, triple up. You fought him last week. Can we take him as a one group? If he's level 70, I think he'll be fine. Let's try. We can sleep off the death. I got range. All right, how do we activate them? Go hug him. All right, going in. Doesn't do anything. What's up? That hurts. Says, for someone who has never played EQ2, would the new Wuxi server be a good place to start? Yes. I think so. The only downside is you do have to have all access to play on Wuxi, but if you already have all access from like EQ1 or something like that, then Wuxi would be a good idea. Might need to be on the quest. Oh. Well, that failed. All access is just, yeah, it's Daybreak's version of subscription. The sub fee. You don't have to buy any expansions or anything like that. You just do the all access for whatever. So if you do $14.99 a month, or if you choose to do like 3 to 6 months at a time or whatever, then you'll be able to play on Wuxi when it launches. All of EverQuest 2's event servers are all usually behind the paywall. Think Wushi's going to be a good balance for you, Liz? I think so too. As long as you don't try, like for us casual players, as long as you don't try to keep up with like the expansion unlocks, these TLEs like Wuxi and Varsoon are great, like just content generators for you. It's when people try to keep up with the 12-week unlock cycle that it becomes kind of burnout scenario. Appreciate the group, everybody. Thank you, Wee, Cyrus, Cumulu, Freddy, Cabby. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Thank you for the group. We should be live. Next planned stream is Tuesday. I'm not sure what I'm going to be streaming yet on Tuesday. It might be EQ2, could be some more Monsters and Memories. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. But then next weekend we'll be on Anashti Soul again. And go from there and get ready for some Canark. And Knark decides to launch. We'll be able to. Would definitely like to have some leveling partner at some point. Of course, Liz. Like I said, I'll be playing on Tuesdays, so when you're not working, we can get something going. Oh. EQ2 Tuesday, little pre-Canark session. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to my boss and maybe see if I can always get Tuesday nights. You don't have to do all that, but I mean that's it is what it is. I don't plan on like going hard on Wuxi anyway, so like it is what it is. Yeah, I understand. He's like, I'll follow you guys on YouTube though. I'll be watching the VODs. Appreciate you, I got you, Cabby. Freddie says, don't worry, we'll be seeing Wuxi on the weekend or two. On a weekend or two. Freddie's like, I've been stockpiling platinum. I'm sure Grug has plenty as well, Freddie, so y'all might want to plan it out so y'all aren't wasting your plat at the same time kind of scenario. I know Grug's sitting on probably buku plat. He's been itching to burn some of that for a while now, I think. The first year there'll be no ROK, says we. Yeah. No, we'll get ROK in there. The thing about ROK is, and the only thing that gets me nervous about ROK and content on the weekends is ROK is a lot of questing. And in our history of questing, it gets kind of chaotic. And we've mentioned it before. It's like herding cats sometimes when we're questing as a group. So that's the only thing that gets me nervous about the weekend content in ROK, especially with Origins. Like it's going to be a lot of navigating and directing quest hubs kind of scenario. Because you don't really get into like the group aspect of ROK until like Fins. I mean, you have Carnor's Castle, but it's not the greatest zone. There's a few quests in there that are fun to run. It's a fun zone in EQ2, but it's not like EQ1. EQ1 Carnor's Castle was like a XP grind location, fully camped all the time. EQ2, it's not as XP heavy. There's outside, there's like 2 or 3 quests, maybe one from the docks that has you go in there as well. And then I think there's lore and legends that you can do in there and stuff like that. There's a few named. Mythical goes through Carnors. I think Epic also goes through Carnors at one point. There's some named in there, so you have to know the zone, but it's going to be kind of, I just got to watch burnout with questing in ROK is what's going to happen with Origins. What's up, Bone? Oh, man, I murdered your name. Bone Slays. For some reason, I wanted to say Bone Bane Slays, but that's me. How you doing? Yeah, it was a fun zone. It was actually, I mean, I was asking Q if her XP was moving because mine was actually, I could see it moving. It was decent XP. I think if we do it again, though, we don't have to do the final named. Just run it for the XP until the final boss and then just fade out. All these collections have like that one piece that's a ton of plat. One rare one. But we know how to do it, so we got to show it off. Yeah, but it's an annoying thing. But knowing that we don't have to kill them all at the exact same time and just kill them somewhat close to each other makes it a little bit better. We may want to do death toll. Wow. I wants to do death toll. I could care less. I'm only going to try to, otherwise I'll run out of almond. This won't level.
Hellos.
No. 19 intelligence. Oh yeah? I'll take that tome. What's it look like? Oh, actually looks like a little book. Interesting. And we got a tapestry. Cool. Chat. Gonna do it for me today. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Thank y'all for stopping by. If you haven't already, you can type !enter for a chance at winning some bot currency to play the sound effects and the mini games in chat. Question or two will get you there. Quest or two, yeah. Yeah, I might log in Tuesday over here on Origins just to get a little XP on. Have a good one, Cumulo. Keyword is maybe. Might. Might. All right. Over on Twitch, we have Grug, Cyrus, Wee, Lizzie, Freddy, Cabby, Sin, Dark Inside, and Snookin for a chance at winning 5,000 copper. Over on YouTube, we got Cyrus, Wee, Darko, and Snookin for a chance at winning 500 copper or 5,000 copper over there. If you're new to the community, thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you consider clicking on the free buttons for me. Follow button over on Twitch and the subscribe button over on YouTube. It all helps in the long run. Put the Discord channel here in chat, by the way. For those that want to join us over there, if you got any questions, don't be afraid to reach out. All right, let's see who won some copper today, shall we? Entries have stopped on Twitch, and the winner is Nookin. Congrats, sir. Will he double dip today? Man, this crap is rigged. It might be. It might be rigged. All right, YouTube chat. We got Cyrus, Wee, Darko, Nookin. Entries have stopped. And the winner is Wee Daddy. Congrats, Wee. See if that goes through. Maybe. It did. Very nice. All right, buddy. That's it. I'm going to get out of here. Y'all stay safe. Be good humans to each other, please. Thank you for that round, Lee. And we'll see you back here Tuesday evening, right? 7 p.m. Eastern-ish time. Hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend. Have a happy Monday. All right. Everybody, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all stay safe. Yeah, he should be dying here next. Maybe. Whose turn is it? Oh, the glut's turn.
Sorry, didn't automatically target him.
Oh!
Well, that's not good.
What? Jesus.
Oh, he actually died.
It threw. Freaking A.
Oh, we had to go back to Campton for that.
How is she shooting me from that far away? The fuck, man? Buy for free. We've been defeated. That was my first time dying in Lord of the Rings Online so far. You've been defeated in battle and must choose to revive where you are or retreat to a safe area to recover. You may only revive every so often, so choose wisely. Revive for duh. Careful.
Happy Streetversary!
God damn it. I swear to God.
Happy Streetversary!
God damn it.
I better close your door though.
Scared the shit out of me. Oh shit. Yeah, these names are wrecking us. Oh shit. What the fuck? What the fuck was... Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? Hold on, I got out. No, I didn't die, Q. You're saved. Fucking Christ. God damn it. All I saw was... All I saw was Q, like a beeline across my screen. Oh. Out of mana's getting